let's move on and get through fraud or the real deal. And I'll start out with Wisconsin. Let's start with the Badgers. They came back tonight. Again, Johnny Davis has been sensational. They have not lost. They have one loss on the year. It came to Providence without Johnny Davis in the lineup. So far, undefeated with David. Are you buying that Wisconsin is a team that can win a game in the NCAA tournament?
If you're going to say tournament team, I'd be like, with their resume, heck yeah, bye. Win a game, they need more from other people that are not Johnny Davis. So I am going to sell because they have a lot of youth, and I really worry about them scoring. I really do.
I think teams are going to figure out, again, how to defend John. For the first 5 games, there's no book on Johnny Davis, right? He comes out of nowhere. You don't know. No team knew how to prepare for him. Now I think that, especially in the league, once they get into Big Ten play, I think you're right. I think they're going to be exposed a little bit. And
scoring is so good in the Big Ten. The recipe will be set for others, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think you're going to want to play them in like the 4-13 game or the 5-12 game. You're going to want to see Wisconsin come March. So, okay. Arkansas, they're 9-0, Rob. I have them down towards I keep dropping them in my top 25. They keep winning and I keep dropping them, and their fans are going crazy and saying
their best win is what? Kansas State?
It's their best
win.
They
play nobody in the top 50 of KenPom.
Nobody.
And they don't play anybody in the top 25 of KenPom until January 15th. They play LSU on the road.
They might be number 1 according to the Rob Doster rankings because they're going to be undefeated.
The win-loss Rob Doster power ranking.
Doesn't matter if you play Vassar, or Westfield State or whoever it is. It doesn't matter because as long as you win, you're going to keep moving up in the rankings, and they'll probably be the last unbeaten team left. They should be with that cupcake schedule.
Yep.
And Muss is a hell of a coach, Rob. This is no indictment on their coaching or even maybe their talent, although I don't think it's nearly what it was a year ago. I'm not saying this team.
They were awesome last year.
Right.
Listen to their February on schedule. They start February at Georgia, very winnable. On the road in the SEC will be tough, but very winnable game. Home against Mississippi State on the 5th, winnable.
Yep.
Auburn at home on the 8th, tough. Go to Alabama on the 12th, really tough. Missouri has been really bad, so that's away. Tennessee on the 19th, home. Florida on the 22nd, away. Kentucky, home on the 26th. LSU on the 2nd at home. Finish with Tennessee away.
I mean, they could go.
They might not play very early, but they've got a gauntlet late.
Yeah, and that's not what you want. You do not want it that way. You want it. You want to kind of spread out so you can, again, you get your legs back if you go through a tough stretch.
Some good ones in with some of the lesser teams of the SEC because they haven't played anybody. What was this? Fraud or sell or whatever we're doing?
Fraud or the real deal.
Okay, fraud. Because they're scared. To
me, they're fraud right now. Now, again, they can show us that they're the real deal when they start playing actual teams. But
on January 15th.
Now, again, really they got to play my boy Tanner Groves coming up from Oklahoma.
Yeah. He's nice, man.
He's really good. I love Tanner Groves. I love him. That beard, man. That beard is big time. All right, Iowa State.
What is the prerequisite here?
Just being a tournament team. Team.
I think you have, just because the schedule is insane. I mean, their best win is Xavier. The Memphis win could be okay, could end up being
not great. And you beat Xavier without Fremantle too.
Right. Creighton is 75th on KenPom when they beat them. They're not great. You know what? Huge game tomorrow.
Huge.
That is a monster game. Yep. Huge rivalry. It's in Ames. How about Jordan Bohannon leaving his shoes there, thinking, I'm never coming back.
Oh yeah, I forgot
He's
about that.
gotta go
He
back.
goes back.
Like, he's got to go back. Yeah, that's hilarious. He thinks it's the last time I'll piss all these people off and never see him again. And well, you're going to see him
I'm
again.
not sure I would have went back for the extra year because of that. That might have been enough for me to say I can't go back and take the 6 year.
They're going to be all over him, and they would be anyway. But I'm going to say fraud just because I think their schedule in the Big 12 is going to just be a gauntlet. But I said it earlier, I think TJ's done such a good job.
Me too. Yeah. If he can get him to the NIT, honestly, if he gets to the NIT,
that'd be a great season.
Right. So I'm with you. Fraud, I think they end up finishing 8th in the Big 12, and they don't get in. Last one, the Auburn Tigers. They're 7-1. They've beaten Loyola Chicago, Syracuse, and Atlantis. They lost to UConn in the same event. Haven't really beaten a whole lot of teams on the, beat like Yale, some good mid-majors. They've got, to me, one of the best players in the country, one of the best freshmen in the country in Jabari. I mean, he's terrific. Is Auburn for real as a legitimate top 25 team?
Oh, I'll say for real. Alan Flanagan comes back in a couple weeks. You look at their numbers too. I mean, they're top 25 offensive and defensive efficiency. I like their, you talk about Jabari, top 3 pick in the NBA draft. I like Katie Johnson. They're athletic. They play with tempo. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, their point guard play to me scares me. That's it. They got everything else. Wendell Green is the one thing that I just want to see more of. He's been a little bit erratic.
Didn't they start Zep Jasper, I think, in their last game?
Did they end up starting?
I think against Yale they did.
I don't know.
KenPom has it as Zep Jasper started. I'm pretty sure he did.
Did he? Yeah. I mean, again, listen, in Bruce Pearl, I trust, I guess, and to figure it out, because I do think he's one of the best coaches out there. I really do. I believe that. So I guess gun to my head, I probably say yes, they're a top 25 team. But again, I think so much depends. You know where I stand with point guards. Like, there's nobody
I care about.
Yeah, I just like, if you have a good point guard, you can afford shit bumps around them. But if you have an elite level point guard, I'm going to trust you. So ultimately, I'll go with Auburn, even though I worry about their point guard play. I'm not completely sold on them, but I think Bruce Pearl will find a way to figure it out.